not that great. Dragon Knight with 2 points in Dragon Blood, but Miracle playing really aggressive with that haste rune.
Yeah, and bottom lane they were able to find another kill. G is still living through all of this. It was DP just diving forward for it, and now Kuro maybe going to be in some trouble as they have a burrow strike. The right clicks are there, and he is going to die right at that 5-minute mark.
So they're gonna pick up 2 runes probably. Oh, Matumba man, that was really sloppy.
Oh, did he just not see them there, or what happened?
I mean, Kuroki just died there, and the bounty runes was spawning so he could just try to get away. I mean, you're playing against the Sand King who can just always climb up the high ground, use the Burrow Strike, still get the rune.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is really looking rough here so far for Team Liquid. I mean, a doppelganger away, Illidan still living. They're hiding the other illusion out of there. But this is going to be
try to use it. DP kind of easy hero to kill with what, Brewmaster split, and Sand King is level 4. Top lane, another kill.
Yeah, that's the Warlock going down.
He has no escape mechanism. That's level 3 9 shell. If they just go on them with Nyx Assassin and they connect with the stun, also they're putting a lot of pressure on that top tower.
Oh, good play there as well by Liquid. They're going to use another fortification here to get the creep wave sticking around for a little while longer. The TP rotation comes in from FNG, and that does mean that they won't be able to dive any further for the moment, at least. But yeah, mid lane, more damage onto G by Miracle. He's going to get some of that damage mitigation out there and try and back away, and going to throw out a stun finally. As top lane, they're connecting. They're bringing in the Sand King for this one. GH, there's out a mana burn. They're going to be able to find that stun. Spike Carapace, it's not going to be enough as GH is eventually going to go down here, I believe. Impale Doppelganger, though. And the hits keep on coming. It's enough.
Yeah, Costa gonna finish him. Caustic level 1 got nerfed. I mean, all the levels got nerfed, so 30% slow. You need to have it on level 4 right now to have the same effect.
Mid lane, G dives in deep for that one and does manage to find the kill, but gets his Flame Guard taken off in the end. He does not have another remnant to go to, but it doesn't matter. He's still fine. It's kind of cool, though. You saw there, I think it was an Ion Shell that was on Miracle while he was doing that.
Yeah, that's gonna be, I didn't mention it, but it's gonna be amazing amount of damage from Iron Shell and the Flame Guard.
Phobos pop T down bottom to try and find this kill onto Kuro, and it should happen with relative ease as they have another boulder. The punch is there with the Windwalk, and he's dead. Meanwhile, the long Phantom Rush from Illidan. GH there. See if they can turn this one possibly. An Iron Shell onto GH. Got some damage over time onto him.
Oh, also, and he can dispel the Surge. He can dispel Ember Spirit's Flame Guard as well.
Yeah,
that's gonna be really good during the mid game. He just needs the Blink Dagger. And he almost has it. Look at Brewmaster's farm. 10 minutes in, just 100 gold away from a Blink.
Impale. They've caught him. Vacuum back in, and Illidan goes down. The slow burn with Iron Shell on GH when he was in Vendetta. I didn't think it was going to work, but it made it work. But yeah, you mentioned the Brewmaster's farm. He just about has it now after this creep camp. Where do you see him going with that? Because he's only still on cooldown for 80 seconds.
He's gonna wait. If he does not want to buy it, he can just fake it, keep farming the lane, and rotate when he buys it. Mid lane, DP has ulti ready. Oh, DP has a lot of CS, 46, but feels like she has no farm.
Well, the Marauder is there with Fatal Bonds. It's a lot of damage to them, but I don't know if it's actually going to be enough. They managed to find the stun, and Golem damage, it's not quite there. Matumba Man still living through this one. Mind Control takes down Illidan again. Well, this is happening mid, so they don't find the kills mid, lose their carry top. Liquid is playing significantly better than last game. Yeah, the rotations are really on point. They pressured the tier 1 tower twice. Jakiro, when he uses just 1 point of liquid fire on the tower, it means that the tower's gonna take a lot of damage because of the lowered attack speed. Dragon Knight on the mid lane, nothing he can do about it. Yeah, this is a free Ember Spirit game. If he can just dodge the Sanking and the Dragon Knight's stun, he can't die. Also, you can see here, yeah, Kuro TP's away when Phobos jumps him.
I always love to talk about the Ember Spirit and the item builds. The proper item build, you can just solo win the game. I'm not a big fan of Boots of Travel. First item, this game is really fine. He's playing ahead 2-0 and 2, so he can be more active on the map. You always have a Nyx Assassin who can provide you vision. Oh, they have a center board for GH, he knows.
Yeah. Yeah, good job right there. He pulls the creep wave back. I think he clicked on somebody on the map to draw aggro, and now DK, the turnaround though might be enough. They're gonna pop the ultimate as well. They can't dispel all of this if they want, but it comes a second too late. They are still going to be able to find the kill on the next assassin. We'll see if they can get any more after the fact, trying to focus down Kuro, but with Illidan showing up onto Mind Control, can they take down this Darkseer? They've already been able to get him caught in the back in, not enough. Ice Path, not going to be enough either, as turn on to Matumba Man and he dies. So 3 go down. Price of the Dragon Knight.
That was a dieback on a Sanking, really nicely executed from Team Liquid. Breathe Fire, he used Carapace to start a fight, but then with a follow-up stun, Ember Spirit and the Remnant.
My God wants to do all the damage in the world and does it! Can't doppelganger out of a root, baby. Miracle.
Yeah, that's the mechanic we didn't mention. So any root mechanic against the Phantom Lancer is really good. This Phantom Lancer does not feel like a hero. He's sitting on 500 gold.
Oh.
13 minutes and with just power threads and a killer. He needs more time to recover from this bad start. Also, Dragon does not have any kind of farm, so Ember Spirit will have another, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes of a free game.
Yeah.
Where Dragon Knight does not have an initiation tool, no Shadow Blade, no Blink.
And it feels like he's gonna need a BKB this game too because of all the magic damage that he got. But it's just not gonna be there quickly enough to be an impact as GH finds Illidan in. Nice doppelganger away. The vacuum back in though, and Illidan's still trying to run 15-second cooldown on Doppelganger. He wants to max as soon as possible. Actually able to get the Phantom Strike over to the creeps. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, trying to dodge away from it here as they've been able to find more, and he does go down.
Oh, what an ice path from the low ground.
And another ice path connects on the two of them. GH runs in here. They're able to find this DK. And G going to go down in just a second. He does fall there. They're just falling apart. Team Spirit everywhere you look. They're all dying. The surge forward. He's got them chains. Going to be able to take down FNG. Miracle is out of control.
They don't have the best comeback heroes. Warlock, Golem dropped, Phantom Lancer has nothing, Brewmaster has a blink and ulti ready, but that's their only fighting tool. Sanking's not gonna have a blink for another 5 to 10 minutes. He's what, 100 gold. He committed for a buyback in the previous fight. Dragon Knight pretty much has nothing. So 5k gold lead. This is the Team Liquid that we're used to see.
Yeah, and what we've been waiting for a while. And I think, like you've been saying, so much of it is the extra steroid you get from the Ion Shell from Darkseer. Like every single time, you saw there a second ago, he waited until GH's TP was just about to finish completing, and then he throws the Ion Shell. So even though this gank doesn't work out, like every time you do that, you're creating an opportunity for yourself to find kills, and it's been working fabulous.
Yeah, you know what I don't like, what I actually hate, the Jakiros that don't get 1 point in Ice Path. That 1 point can just change the whole team fight.
Yeah.
It stops the TP, you can zone them out just for the extra damage, and combine that with Darkseer. He has 3 points in Vacuum, so Radius is pretty good. I mean, Vacuum got buffed even level 1, is really good. Yeah. So they can combo it easily. Just wake him into the Ice Path and just follow up. Next Assassin Stun or just Ember Spirit. This Ember Spirit, man, look at his net worth. 8,000.
He's stacked up right now and has the haste turn as well, so can
They just need to keep the pressure. That Prophet ulti is ready in 10 seconds, so they need to take some objectives.
20 to 14, and well, they are ready to go. In spite of Matumba's bad early start, and he has had a rather rough game. You look at him, I mean, again, it doesn't look as bad now because of how bad off Team Spirit is, but he's only just now getting his Eul Scepter, and still pops that ultimate. It hits just as hard as it would have otherwise.
So that's gonna be 2 towers. They really can't fight Phantom Lancer with Robo, the mad guy. That's the only pretty much item.
Yeah. Again, even Diffusal Blade doesn't feel like it's going to change the dynamic of the game that much, but he has to go for something, because otherwise it's just not going to happen. They have a Vlad's on Phobos, so more armor is pretty nice, especially since I guess Miracle is going to be going back for a Battle Fury afterwards. And GH has found the Brewmaster. works out for them, but
Be with one branch.
it's unreal. Yeah, this hero is so
He had more.
Yeah, I know, right? This is nerfed. This is nerfed Jakiro.
I mean, it's basically 2 heroes. He has 2 heads.
That's a good point. You know, you got to stick with the lore. Make sure that you stick with the themes.
Ogre has like 7 or 8 armor level 1 and also has high base HP. That's why he's basically 2 heroes as well.
I think that's a hero we're going to see more of. Ooh, Nifty almost able to get that pull off there, but it doesn't quite happen. Nonetheless, TK Phobos taking in here.
See, you know, without It's an insane amount of disable, especially in AoE form.
Oh, he's gonna be delayed a little bit longer, getting ultimately to that point with a death right there. Nice final with the Fiend's Grip.
It's an insane amount of disable, especially in AoE form. The fact that they took down this
he's gonna be delayed a little bit longer, getting ultimately to that point with a death right there. Nice final with the Fiend's Grip.
It's an insane amount of disable, especially in AoE form. The fact that they took down this
he's gonna
because they had just won that engagement there and forced VP back, they did get it for free, so losing a support there does not really matter whatsoever, and it's a lot of map control for them.
Gyro, what is that BKB down to? It's down to 7 seconds now, so still up there, but you see, wait a second, did they change the look of Morbid Mask? Was that like the last patch or something?
I don't think so.
That looks different to me.
A little bit different, like
yeah,
the angle.
It's not like it's got the face part or the mouth part of it, like the mouth guard.
It's something to do with Perfect World where they don't allow skulls and things like that.
Oh yeah, nope, that's what it is. Gotcha. Anyway, Satanic is coming along for TNC, for Gyrocopter specifically. So that would wait. Did he get the Ag? Yeah, he does have the Ags on top of that. You like that choice?
On who? The
Gyrocopter. Sorry.
Oh right, yeah, of course. It's like the best item for Gyro right now, hands down. The DPS output is just gonna be everything that you could possibly get, and when you pair it up with the Satanic, like if you pop Satanic before you get disabled, you will just heal to full, just basically from the side gunner. So it's like an amazing utility in the fights. It's very hard to bring down Gyro in those cases. But you know, we talked about TNC lacking catch, but Heroes naturally do build into the Yule Scepters. I would like to see a little more mobility, like Blink Dagger or Force Staff. Jakiro is going Force, he's more for the team. I like going the Yules myself on the Jakiro, just really nice setup. Or, I mean the Blink on the Jakiro. And I also do like the Blink quite a bit on the Death Prophet as well, just for positioning. But, you know, right now they're not really lacking these TP cancels, and that's one of the main ways that VP would play against them, and we do have 15 on Undying. This is weird, like, die, buy back.
Oh man, it's like he has to die for it to be useful, you realize that?
It's really broken. It's one of the most broken talents, and then once you put it with the level 20 plus 6 tomb attacks, that did not need to happen. It got buffed up from like 3 or 4 or something like that in some of the previous patches. It becomes, even with the Beastmaster aura, like those supports don't want to be right clicking tomb. So if the Viper's preoccupied hitting tombstones, then he's not doing damage to the enemy team, and he's the carry. So
yeah,
I feel like they're gonna have a really big issue with this. Once this guy pops all his abilities, drops a tombstone, he will like willingly die in the fights, guaranteed. And this will swing it very hard.
I remember when that Warlock talent came out, and now with the Undying one as well, it's like the idea of getting a Bloodstone on those heroes, and it's like literally running in and sacrificing yourself. Yeah, probably not the best strategy, but
yeah.
They're gonna do Roshan.
Okay, this is exactly what they needed. This is, you know, if they had this first Roshan like this setup, they could have had like this, they could have had the 4K advantage right now, or maybe probably even more. That VP best one they have, because it's unfightable really, unless they get some god like Echo Stomp.
Well, there you go. You are right though. Wow, VP managed to get a decent lead there with net worth. Now down to 3K, but there's a 4K as they kill the bottom tower. So yeah, sure, they get Roshan, but net worth still remains in Virtus.pro's favor. Now, who got the Aegis? I'm guessing Gyro. Yeah, Gyro gets the Aegis. Cheese in the hands of Death Prophet in her backpack. So they'll need to make some moves with that. So now you would think that this would mean Virtus.pro has to maybe fall back, but Ramses, he's just going YOLO, man. He's just pushing bottom lane. Gets all the TPs though, and he'll run away quickly for the time being. Doesn't seem like VP's willing to back off just yet though. Okay, now they will.
Okay, there you go.
They're split pushing a lot. I've noticed that about VP with what they're doing too. They're really spreading out.
The only issue that I have with this is that I don't know at what point they become stronger in the fights. Like, yeah, this Viper is extremely farm, but at the end of the day, we don't see Viper hard carry games for a reason. He does have certain limitations to what he can, like DPS, or what he can do DPS wise. compared to other cores. And, you know, like I mentioned, Leshrac, yeah, like it's a ton of damage, but it's all magical. And when you do have these BKBs up, which they do have on pretty much the most important cores, Death Prophet and Gyro, you're most likely going to just die in the fights or not do too much with your BKB. So yeah, I do question the Leshrac 1 position a lot in this game.
Well, it's a case of like, and if you're gonna pick it up though, you really need to push that momentum early on, which VP was doing for a bit, but then they kind of started getting caught one by one. TNC obviously made some great plays themselves, and now we're finding ourselves in a 36.5-minute game where it's still a very even net worth game, if anything, and it just goes back. That's not where you want to be if you're Virtus Pro with the draft.
Nope.
Especially the Leshrac cores you're stressing. You now have a Satanic on Gyro, and I was gonna say, I mean, he's getting to a point where we could honestly maybe see the Divine Rapier even coming out, but at this point he's gonna go Butterfly at least. Yeah, for the time being. Roger, he's in a troublesome spot. TP, pretty good against Homing Missile. Yeah, Ice Path not in time. That was really close though. They're still gonna go.
Look at VP's positioning. They're actually pushing it everything.
What is going on? Yeah. All 3 lanes are being pushed in behind them. They do have a creep wave though, so no backdoor protection, but you see that Roger clearing out with the Echo Stop, and Poison Attack's actually doing play. Nice heals throwing up in the air. System is committed from Armel, of course, during this. Cuckoo's also trying to run, maybe block them out. Call down will try to do the same. And now they're going back in, even though when he pops his BKB and he 4 staffs away, where he'll be fine. I'm looking at the Dire base now. It doesn't look like really, okay, top tier 3 took some damage instead of the bottom tier 3. Oh, I think VP definitely made the best of that for sure.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what you need to do in those situations, and that is the mark of a really good team, that knowing how to react to these kind of deadly base pushes, especially when you cannot fight whatsoever, and I'm sure they recognize this. But also on TNC side as well, knowing how many heroes you need to repel with keeping back, and how many heroes need to stay at, so that your cores are actually safe, because you know, they TP one too many heroes, then all VP needs to do is TP back in, they overwhelm TNC, take down their Aegis, potentially. Kind of in a stalemate situation. It does favor VP, because they would have lost their racks, but TNC still played that correctly, where they repelled it and didn't lose anything.
Mm-hmm. So progress on items here. Not basement. Just gets away.
I was gonna bring up the Jakiro's 150 GPM talent. He's been sitting on it for quite a while. He's gonna go for the Aeon Disc, which I think is a mistake. I feel that at this point, if you can pick up a Hex, I was gonna bring up the Jakiro's 150 GPM talent. He's been sitting on it for quite a while. He's gonna go for the Aeon Disc, which I think is a mistake. I feel that at this point, if you can pick up a Hex, I was gonna bring up the Jakiro's 150 GPM talent. He's been sitting on it for quite a while. He's gonna go for the Aeon Disc, which I think is a mistake. I feel that at this point, if you can pick up a Hex, I was gonna bring up the Jakiro's 150 GPM talent. He's been sitting on it for quite a while. He's gonna go for the Aeon Disc, which I think is a mistake. I feel that at this point, if you can pick up a Hex, I was gonna bring up the Jakiro's 150 GPM talent. He's been sitting on it for quite a while. He's gonna go for the Aeon Disc, which I think is a mistake. I feel that at this point, if you can pick up a Hex, I was gonna bring up the Jakiro's 150 GPM talent. He's been sitting on it for quite a while. He's gonna go for the Aeon Disc, which I think is a mistake. I feel that at this point, if you can pick up a Hex, I was gonna bring up the Jakiro's 150 GPM talent. He's been sitting on it for quite a while. He's gonna go for the Aeon Disc, which I
look at it. Tombstone, baby. Yeah, that's gold for VP.
So much money if they could do it.
Eventually. God, these zombies. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, it would put him in a compromising position. When do you really want to, you know, willingly fight into 2 tombstone.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I'm sold on it now. It's a great talent.
It's ridiculous, really.
All right, so they have to back it off. No gold for VP there. But yeah, so go back to Elder Titan. And now the way he's building right now, he's not necessarily. But there was one guy. God, I want to. You know what? It might have been Tim's. Now that I'm thinking about it, there was one from TNC that he built much more aggressive, right-click style, and it was impressive to watch. But he's going Heaven's Halberd here, which obviously pretty good against Gyro in this case.
Really cool to say the least that the Elder Titan support can go do the right clicks. But right now Roshan 1 minute. That's a big opportunity for TNC. That's pretty much what they're waiting for. That's the one opportunity again they can force the fight, but they're going to need to create a plan here for dealing with the split push because VP is not going to relent on this. This is the main way for them to get TNC out of formation. Easy for him to get picked off, and Ramsey is playing so aggressively on the top lane.
So you were talking about the idea that he's going to go with an ice path duration, but what would you think about him going that Macropie of Pure and Pierce's immunity? Because there are BKBs over here, and the pure damage is that much stronger, counter pushing, etc. Would it be that crazy to you if he actually went that over the ice path?
To me, it would be crazy, yes, because in my opinion, this is one of the best talents in the entire game because it's AoE, because it's like a 3.75 second save on ice path. It's really game changing because at this point in the game where it's always going to be a late game when you have a 25 Jakiro. Every single second matters so much because the damage output is very high. So if he ever catches anyone out with the ice path, that's extremely devastating. Whereas Macropire, they have to kind of willingly stand in it, and yeah, it's great for counter pushing, but it's kind of it serves its function already, like in of itself. Maybe not against siege wagons, but that's not really his concern at this point.
Yeah, fair point there. We are seeing more and more 25. Well, we only see 2 25s actually hitting, but more and more coming. But Leshrac, by the way, he went the Diabolic Edict over the Lightning Storm slow, but this obviously gives him more damage throughout team fights in general, let alone for pushing towers. And then Viper, as expected, 120 plus damage talent. That's pretty damn good for level 25. So he's, he definitely has the ability. Now that he's 25, he is a threat when it comes to his right clicks, of course.
Okay, so now that he's pretty much 6-slotted, aside from his boots, and I imagine he would keep like a boots of travel or something like that, and maybe, well, I guess he could get a Moonshard, but he's pretty much capped out at this moment. He can't go Mjolnir. Oh, actually, his Roshan.
I'll just take a double damage, says Viper, and no, they're not going to go over. They scan them out. Both sides scan each other.
But they'll know about
Cuckoo, he's just charging in. Cuckoo, that's not the play. Oh, well, look, there's that tombstone, though. They're going to kill one. Can they kill the other one? Shiva's bobbing all around. Here we go. BKB's activated across the board. The bumper. No one activates his own BKB, though. He cannot man fight this. Even with the double damage here, he has to run away the force down. Pasha throwing out that ultimate. Gyrocopter going to be killed off in the back line. Does the Earth Splitter hit on top of that? You see Jakiro puts on the back of fire. Does the top of the air with the yield, but now he's just trying to survive himself as well. Viper dies. They're out of Beachmaster. Buys back immediately. Viper has a buyback, choosing not to. Gyrocopter using his. They do kill off Leshrac. He ends up denying himself in the end. For Virtus Pro, but back over to Roshan. Still plenty of life remaining. Sam H wants more of this. He finds Pasha. He's got that gem, so the Shadow Blade doing nothing for Pasha. Slowing down initially from that Thunderclap. Is out of range of the Shivas, and Pasha will survive as he keeps on running. Can they actually steal Roshan now? Buybacks on both cores for VP.
No, it's the thing is, this is always good for TNC if they get VP off Roshan because they're the ones who have control of it to begin with. crucial for them to like actually threaten VP and make them afraid to split push like the way they've been doing.
Yeah, I think your logic was great, to be honest. I too am surprised to see Jakiro getting that talent in the end, but you know, it's not like it's just
to
not
like, actually threaten VP and make them afraid to split push like the way they've been doing.
No, I think your logic was great, to be honest. I too am surprised to see Jakiro getting that talent in the end,
like pressing 1 and 2.
It's not like it's just
to like, actually threaten VP and make them afraid to split push like the way they've been doing.
No, I think your logic was great, to be honest. I too am surprised to see Jakiro getting that talent in the end,
like pressing 1 and 2.
It's not like it's just
gonna be able to actually deal with anything. Just he's constantly gonna have to be on the run, and that's exactly what they want. So the Viper himself is gonna be really neutered.
Yeah.
In order, and I was gonna bring up too, because the Viper needs to have Satanic. I was wondering like what his last saw would be, because he needs to be able to stand his ground and right click, and he really has no sustain at the moment. And if he can't right click and stand his ground, then they don't have any damage. But with this Magnifier, like I think it's even gonna overpower the Satanic. That's how strong that ability can be.
Yeah, if you find the right angle, especially where he doesn't have much, kind of like that last fight, then we saw Viper. He just went full panic mode right there, trying to run, and it wasn't going to happen. So, it's in the ground from TNC's side. They now have the Aegis on the hands of Terracopter. Cheese once again. Who got the Refresher shard? It is Death Prophet as well. So he's got double Exorcism, who, by the way, also went the Exorcism grants Haze. That was a pretty expected talent there. Naturally, a great one. Yeah, I also like... I am getting more and more sold as this game progresses on the Undying talent for sure, because it does allow him to make plays like that. It almost seems silly what he was doing, but then when he saw what happened, he got two toes, and that clearly threw VP off. As far as
when it's level 20, when he's level 20, I think it's gonna become impossible to kill. Honestly, I think that talent needs a nerf really badly.
Oh wow, yes, +6 tombstone attacks. Holy crap. That's one I assume you're talking about.
Yeah, like
over the zombie
there's not many heroes that can actually deal with that. But you have to have extreme range like a sniper, or extreme attack speed like a troll, and even 2/4 that can actually right click team.
Both teams have a Tinker Ward here, but actually never mind. That might have been a Sentry actually. So, but either way, there is a Tinker Ward there from TNC, and that helps to get the kill on Utter Titan. Yes, he's different. But you know, so it seems like TNC continues making these kills happen. In fact, they're going for yet another one. But Ramses was a little bit too quick, so he's fine. But the net worth lead does continue to be in VP's favor. It up to 6,000 net worth now. And you see the graph here, it's been gradually increasing. So I know we keep sitting here suggesting that on paper and everything, and this should be favoring TNC, but and VP, to their credit, they probably know that as well, and that's why they're just continually split pushing so much. That's their win condition here.
The thing is that they have so much DPS that if they did catch out a hero who maybe bought back and dies, they could really just go for the throne in one single engagement like that. But as it stands right now, it's just because no one and Ramses are farming extremely well and they're playing this game amazingly. But you know, TNC even 7 behind, they are in the driver's seat 100%, and they will win every single team fight if it goes the way that they expect it to.
So Ramsey's pushing out bottom. You already have Jakiro up there though, and good luck pushing into that, especially with the Macropire. However, TNC is unable to push middle lane either, or at least they don't feel comfortable enough. They're gonna fall back even with the Aegis and the Cheese, and I mean they have everything from Roshan. Should TNC be more comfortable, you think?
I think so, but they're always worried about how much they're committing. I think because of the fact they have Refresher Shard, they can afford to just use Exorcism, to be honest, and just start sieging the tower. Like get something to happen, because you don't get just right in this game. It does have a duration where it will expire, and that's a big advantage for you. So forcing it there is not a bad idea. It's bad to force it if you really didn't have anything to back it up. But they have so many different things like Refresher and Ages. Like it's definitely worth it to go for those kind of plays.
The Dire scans out this smoke play from VP, so they're positioning appropriately. By the way, Undying went the Tombstone zombie damage instead of the attacks of the Tombstone to destroy. So
I don't like it that much.
More
I feel like you don't lack it. You don't lack the damage, but the effect of the Tombstone is insane. Just the longevity, just keeping them alive.
Oh, here go Cuckoo, suicidal. Oh, he's just like, all right, kill me, please. Can you get the tombstone off you, Dan? And there's a second one, and now they're gonna jump on top. Well, that would be Rams. The beast can block him out of low. His beacon running him down as well. The sleep up. Pretty nearly up. He as well from Brewmaster. Cuckoo's running over to assist the best they can. Throws out Decay, the Soul Rip, nice nullifier, however, on Jakiro. Jakiro's gonna end up falling. Pasha showing that he can man fight this. Yules, yep, they got a sight. Don't even need a Yules, they got a sight ready to go. The Crypt Serum, the gem's gonna drop as well. They do indeed finish off the Beastmaster. So he's dead for 2 minutes as well. So is Jakiro. I mean, a lot of back and forth right there. And overall gold swing for TNC though. So
pretty much the only way that was remotely even close is because the fact that Solo actually has BKB on Bane and he can rip the gyrocopter down. That was a really, really big deal for them, because if Gyro was able to pop Satanic, the fight's 100% done. In that last engagement, I do like that he picked the Blink Dagger. However, he got a little greedy there. He didn't use his Scythe device right away. Didn't realize that Beastmaster had a nullifier, completely locked down the Scythe as a result, and then just got picked off with no buyback. So that's kind of a silly mistake there, but as you can see, like TNC, even with 7k disadvantage, it's just so easy for them to take the fight, especially when a dying just feels like you can just run uphill to enemy. However, that was a couple of buybacks, and like I mentioned, BP does have the damage necessary to go straight for the throne if they do find that engagement.
Well, Ramses gonna port back to the bottom lane. I mean, he has 5,000 gold saved up. Is there an item that this Leshrac can buy here that can be a difference maker? I mean, I'm trying to think of what you buy on a core Leshrac this later on.
I think you potentially sell your Yules, and you can either go the upgraded Dagon 5 route, or you can go maybe like a refresher. Well, those two things will make your kit a lot more robust and scale a little bit better into the game. As you can, you know, with refresher, you're going to be able to double hex, double BKB, which is a really big deal. But with Dagon 5, you're going to be able to actually do consistent DPS and very short cooldown bursts as well, which is really nice.
Yeah. God, so these zombies are farming machines now, man. Just throws out a tombstone in the middle lane, and that talent, they're gonna beat down the creep wave. It's kind of a nice pushing tool. Counter push.
It is, but they know that it's down for a minute. I guess it's not really on VP to force this fight, so they don't have a choice. But I don't think you do that ever, unless you're clearly going to win the next fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they will, but they'll get you.
All right, more level 25 talents to talk about. Brewmaster has the primal split cooldown, and I've seen this also with an Octarine core actually, where it's insane. You pretty much have 100% uptime of primal split. It's like a 5-second window or something like that. It's ridiculous.
It's really pretty hilarious.
Yeah. So you know, hey, but that wouldn't be the most surprising if he wants to go that way. He does have an AC that he just picked up though. Be a bit of time before that comes. But tier 2 top, that's going to be pushed in. You see Viper trying to work for a Daedalus. Speaking of more damage, that will do it, but ways not a ways out. Their courier died, of course. They were trying to use it to get to the secret shop, but TNC picked it off. So gonna have to play around that now for the next minute and a half. Leshrac sitting on 6,500 gold.
Like, if you're TNC right now, no buybacks. The gyro can't afford buyback yet. You cannot die. If VP takes the fight here, or if they ever find any opportunity again, they're gonna go for the throne, and it's very realistic that they actually get the win off of that. But look at the Brewmaster just ultimating now, just to push out the wave safely. That's actually really annoying. But
yeah, it's gonna be on what, like a 15-second cooldown or something like that when he comes back together. So why not?
Crazy.
And that's stupid low. Beastmaster, he put his inner beast attack speed, also speaking of 25, so synergy to work with the Viper, and they're going to try to use that to help kill Roshan. And you were mentioning earlier, I mean, BP really picks this Roshan. This is not the fast Shadow, where's Viper? There we go.
Even if they pick up everything, if the fight happens with TNC once, they can actually win this easily.
Oh, the Fire Spirit gonna be flying in. Toss up on a Ramsey. Drop back down. No one wants to speak if he's going for Death Prophet, but he's not doing a damn thing on it. The Finch gonna be talking about the Death Prophet as Earthsplitter in the midst of it. Undying sock down. Down. It's just a fly around the uncontrollable damage, just doing so much. Viper, he'll end up falling yet again. Buyback is running, but Ramsey's also locked down. He got the Aegis, of course. That's going to be activated immediately, though, and I don't think he's getting out of this one. He's going to be killed off again. He's dead for seconds. Viper buys back as he pretty much has to, as VP is able to get a pick on Jakiro, but now Elder Titan, Armel is just going to find him. Exorcism, the Ghost still ticking him away, and Sam H will finish the job, the blink for it. So more buybacks, this one coming up from Elder Titan. Jakiro did as well, but TNC can go cutthroat now. Maybe even try to finish this game.
Oh yeah, they refresher sharded Death Prophet. She has the Exorcism once again, so they will not lack the damage, and the Primal Split is no cooldown whatsoever. They should be able to go for some kills in this zone, hopefully, here. I don't think they need to DPS the rack because they don't want to.
Yeah, that's... yeah, Brewmaster's like, God, just go for tier 4. The Ghost may finish the rack, and looks like they will, but they're going to go for tier 4, and, you know, Electric's down for 45 seconds. They clearly don't have a fight in them. I mean, they're going to try, because why not? Last stand of sorts, but TNC on their way to taking game 2 and forcing that third and final game here in this best of 3. The last stand is happening. Beastmaster, Bravo Roar, but Death Prophet, they just can't even touch it, even as the cheese just in case. So tier 4 is going to go down. Primal Split once again. And TNC will take game number 2 against Virtus Pro. I mean, well played by them, no doubt. TNC earlier game, you know, they were getting a little bit too spread out, getting caught one by one. But you definitely got to give credit to TNC, lasting as long as he did.
Wow, GG. I mean, we pretty much mentioned it as soon as the game started, what the strengths and weaknesses were. VP played it perfectly, like kiting around the map, split pushing, knowing that they can't fight into TNC. TNC abusing the fact that they could win pretty much any engage that they actually got. And their lineup was overall just much more solid. I really question Virtus Pro's choice to go for this last pick, last track. I feel like they basically could have picked any single thing that they wanted to. I know that Viper can lane well into DP, but, you know, as you can see, Viper didn't really threaten DP at all in the late game whatsoever. Or maybe another hero, like I just want to stress that Lina is just so good against Death Prophet. Like, she doesn't have a game because she would lose the lane very, very hard and also always be susceptible to burst throughout the game. So, you know, VP going a little untraditional here, and, you know, it didn't really pay off as it doesn't really scale that well into the game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now the missile on GH, likely to fall, as also Kuro is in the area. They have missiles that they can chase this down another round of if they want, but looks like Kuro will escape.
So you have two support with boots. Fire is or to anything. He does not have the movement speed. And look at Salter. In lace, he bought the dome, got himself to level 6. He's not gonna have boots for some time, but it's so easy to land those epic toms. With the Vanguard first time. I love Vanguard more than the Hood as the first time. And in the lineup, but it also gives you the, yes, it gives you 250 HP.
Yeah, I guess it is a little bit. I'd definitely like to see him go for a pipe this game at some point because of, like, right now it's almost all magical damage coming out from Team Spirit.
Look at the build on mind control. 1, 2, 4 points in return, so he can't get her out.
Yeah, that is nifty. Now, GH, he's got level 6. Kuro has grip available, and Ivor, with the relocate, they don't feel comfortable going on him. This is, I mean, 4 heroes ostensibly in the area nearby Illidan, and they just can't do anything to him. As they're going to move in towards mid, they get the missile caught on to Miracle. The balls connect, and he is eventually going to get caught by this. Is he going to die to it, though? The right hits come in. They're able to get out of there. The call down comes as well. Miracle down low. He almost ends up going down to that rocket barrage, or rather the call down, but lives. Playing with fire there.
They need to blink down on a Centaur to start to fight properly, and Miracle needs more. Right now he's just pretty much the hero at the laning stage. Level 10 will go for 15 damage, so that's kind of a greedy build. He's going all in on damage.
Yeah, and well, Global comes out now as they have found a pick off here on the Matumbo Man. Just the relocate combo together with the chase, and now Kuro running away. He's gonna try and TP, no such luck, as they find a double kill. And person who likes this, FNG, gets a little bit more in there for himself. Dreams of boots.
Did he get the last hit? No. Illidan's strength got brought to them. Still no boots. He is 420 gold away from the boot speed. I hate to be in this kind of situation. You need to buy other items. You want to invest in sensors.
I mean, to Islanders not bad. But it's starting. Beard are hitting their stride. You look at the experience graph in particular, and it's almost 3,000 ahead, or rather into the favor of Team Spirit. So I'm feeling like they're in a pretty decent position as Kuro has the missile on him, but they're just going to leave him to his fate.
Holy no, be another kill on Phantom Assassin.
Oh, she blink strikes forward, and that might be her undoing as Miracle caught yet again. The night. Not enough mana though, and the Laguna Boy does come out. They drop the ultimate as well from the Brewmaster. This is a pretty heavy commitment here. I don't know if they need to go for that. Instead, focus back, man. This is just going to be a wasted brew split.
I'm gonna need to play Phantom has a blink dagger ready. Also, I'm still thinking about his skeletal in return, and over a wing, you can't use double edge that much as the same thing you could use with the Hood. So he goes for the next his farm.
Well, and now it's another pressure towards mid lane, and it is gonna start, you know, being an issue they need to resolve. No Bruce split online and a jump forward. Instead, the global comes out. As soon as it happens, they're going to try and blow up the DB. The damage coming out from the gyro. It hits onto absolutely everybody, but now trying to turn it back around. They do manage to take out that Io. Kuro starting to fall down now as well as Illidan is trying to kill him off. They've almost got it and they will find him. But Team Spirit taking advantage of that global.
That's an act to start. Blink on and the follow with the global balance. Lena didn't even use her combo. She has the ult scepter right now, so that's a better pick-off potential.
Or she just gets picked off, like you said. A little bit.
When I said that she has the ult scepter, it was flying to her, so she did not.
All right, who's the courier? Come on now.
She was the one using it.
You know that somebody used it beforehand. Illidan is going for an Axe.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You can still go for an Axe even though you're playing with an IO. It gives you the tankiness, and even if the IO dies, you're still gonna deal damage.
I guess that's true. I don't know, I guess to me it sort of feels like a waste, but I get what you're saying, that there's other heroes he's probably going to want to tether as well in this game. Lena's a nice one, actually. Give her Axe.
What happens if you Brewmaster and then splits are still tethered to the one, to green one?
I would assume that you just...
I think you are.
I think you get the entire buff of it no matter what, though. But we'll have to see if that even ends up happening, to be honest, because often he's going to want to blink in and then like split immediately, so you don't want to wait till Fiverr tethers you.
You bring items on a gyro because you're gonna have it so much sooner before IO hits level 15 anyway.
Well, they do have relocate available in 8 seconds. Global is back off cooldown in 5 seconds, and they're gonna now pressure for the tier 1 tower mid while Liquid were set up towards the top. So this smoke gank, we'll see if it works out for Liquid or not. Everybody is behind Illidan right now, and he is fairly tanky. The IO nearby, ready to relocate him away if need be. They throw out the Spirit right at the start, looking for the opening now. And it's just the tier 1 tower down. Tumpaman throws out a Crypt Swarm, and Liquid, both teams actually end up missing a smoke gank, not really getting much out of it, although they could find somebody here. Fiverr going to be the one that's there. The initiation comes out. They're able to find the silencer before Global can come, and that destroys their combo. They end up throwing it out after the fact. This is way too late now, but they will be able to find the kill there onto the DP. There's a buyback from Silencer for that one. They fall back on IO as well, and he relocates into this so they can find a secondary kill. Now Miracle, do they pull back in the Lena with them? They need to cancel the tether, and they will do that just now. The lift up onto one is Miracle being controlled. The long sleep in the crit though, and Miracle finds the kill. Great play from Liquid.
Double damage. Yeah, Liquid did exactly they needed to. They went on the Silencer because he's the one who's gonna stop their combo. Even though he backed and used the global, it was kind of bad. You know what this line from Liquid is called? It's called Lullaby. Look at Kevin Mayor from Bane, Elder Titans, Echo Stomp, which is also asleep.
Put them all to bed.
What's that Pokemon called? Is it Jigglypuff that sings?
Yeah, it's Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
When are we gonna get a Jigglypuff hero? I don't think either. Those guys look like Jiggly. Another smoke though.
Oh, I know.
Good point. That's a good point. Kuro, they move in. No global yet again. FNG going to be found, going to be killed. They try and keep people alive with this. They do have actually the shrine going with the heal coming in from Io. Miracle is going to drop now. Turn on to mind control. He's also in trouble. Going to fall here. They managed to find the stone H simultaneously. They're taking him down. On the other side of the fight though, they found themselves another. It's DP who's going to die 4 dead without global.
They were going on the high ground. They placed the ward. I think the ward placed after. Let me just ping on it. 3, 4, 2. I don't know.
Do the math.
I want to see if they had a ward because they blinked upstairs. The ward is going to get the ward probably immediately into the Roche pit. They know that BP does not have ulti for for some time, 15 seconds until it.
Oh, GH moves in though, and with that, it's a little bit scarier going for this. Although
I don't think they have enough damage for it.
yeah, they're sticking around. As you said, no DP ulti. They will have global backup now as well. So Team Spirit taking a chance. Can they make this happen? Stampede is also back up. It's taken so long for this to work, but Team Spirit's still sticking around the area. They're staying survivable. Viver low on mana, but does still have that soul ring. They're going to throw out a cooldown now to try and interrupt it, and they manage to get the Aegis with no contention.
Team Liquid did not want to take that fight to where Phantom Assassin was standing. She was just farming up. She needs that BK. She needs a defensive tool, otherwise she's gonna get blown up by gyros. If he uses rocket barrage on her, rocket,
Speaking of which, look at Illidan's talent choice. Plus 11 rocket barrage damage. Instead of the flak cannon attacks. What do you think of that?
Well, that's the anti Centaur. He went for Crimson Guard, that's why.
Interesting.
So he's gonna deal less damage. He had so much on the flak cannons as a defense. And he has a side gunner as well.
You know, the interesting thing about that too is that it's, I mean, this could be a nice timing with Team Spirit having the Aghanim Scepter online, about to be able to try and like keep more pressure on before the BKBs come out. They're gonna destroy these heroes. I don't think people prep for the damage output that comes from those rocket barrages.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
How much is it?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
More?
attack.
So I think that means it's 30. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Let's see how this goes, because we've been seeing Miracle just barely escape by the skin of his teeth a couple of times now. And he's...
You know what we need?
What's that?
We need an icon when you have Aghanim Scepter on a gyro. Pull down on the side gunner.
Yeah, that's a good call. Viver hits level 15 and takes the Spirit's hero damage. So they are going all in on this magical damage, and FNG made the call. Go down bottom lane. Let's see what they can do here. As apparently they're going to back out now. But it's a
BK Phantom Assassin needs it before they take a fight. Still Aegis on the gyro. Global is ready.
Yeah, and you can see that Team Spirit really want to try and take advantage of this moment now before BKBs come online, and it's not that much longer before it happens. As they keep the pressure on, but we'll have to back out again. Liquid are doing a really good job of maintaining their composure here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So people have been asking about the answer for gyrocopter in the pubs. Is it just Centaur? Is that the answer?
And nah, Jab doesn't like heroes that can get on top of him, but now that he's farmed, Aghanim Scepter, Drums, and BKB, it's hard to take that, especially global follow-up and you have an IO.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, there's more pressure coming out, and they have relocate. They're looking to try and take down Team Spirit here, but I think they're just going to go for a relocate play in a second. As the chase is coming, Mind Control looking for an opening. They spot him out, but he's already back. And in the meantime, all of Team Spirit are down bottom, ready to push in if they get the call.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
FNG being like mad bottom lane Dark Troll was blocking.
Nice. Classic. Well, again, waiting for their moment here, and Liquid gonna come back again. It's only a 4,000 gold lead, but with these BKBs coming out shortly, 300 gold away for the DP, and the PA has hers currently. This could be the moment. Moving to range, throw the Crimson Guard on the tower, but Tumbleman dropped down low. They decide to go for the Stampede here. Is this really the play that you want to go for? as they jump in onto Illidan. He's living through this. They still have BKBs. They're going to be able to find a lift up onto one if they want to do it, and that's onto the center. Blown up, no, the Nightmare save, but it's not quite enough. Miracle going to drop, but able to get away just barely again. The rocket chasing, but it is not going to connect in the way that they wanted to. Meanwhile, they can go for another lift up. Centaur not able to do anything in this fight, and already this tower down low, but they have to back.
That's a huge save from Kuro. That Nightmare did save it.
Oh, and they take down the IO, but doesn't really matter. The Fiend's grip, but there's still going to be the Axe working for him. They take down another. Aegis just now expired. They buy back on the Bane. They need to get out of here, and it looks like they will indeed, at least for the moment, although the lift up onto one. Death Prophet out of position, no chance for a BKB at all, and now they take down the Bane as well. There's no buyback on DP. They buy back on the Centaur though. Are they going to keep going here?
Control bought back, Kuroki bought back.
They don't have
DP had he had a BKB ready, but it didn't pop there.
Well,
I was gonna be back in 20 seconds.
Centaur Stampede jumps forward, trying to take down one. Is it going to happen though? G almost getting away, 32 HP, but they're going to end up losing another one. Illidan very low. Can he escape? Miracle jumps forward though and finishes them off. That's what they needed. The chase forward for more. FNG possibly going to go down. The BKB wearing off though. The turnaround could happen, and realizing this, Miracle backs out. The relocate in. They go for it. The buyback on the gyro. The BKB now, they take him down. GH is also going to fall now. Liquid crumbling yet again, and they buy back on the PA. Another good
save
there. Good play by the Bane, but the relocate away, and that's another buyback for nothing.
I mean, it was a good call to buy back on a gyro, relocate back, and just force a buyback from Phantom Assassin, and they got one more. Who got the last hit? Illidan. So
yeah, it's a buyback though for Miracle. Now you've got 3 buybacks on the side of Liquid use. I guess it's again not as big of a deal as it was previously because there's not that buyback gold penalty, but you can see Team Spirit 7,000 gold lead.
I'm just looking at the items. Elder Titan, his aura, they don't have any kind of magical damage, so one of his aura is kind of useless. The one that is centered around the hero needs to be close to actually have.
Yeah, and he's not getting close to these guys. They deal too much damage. Well, another round coming in. DP is behind enemy lines. Maybe gonna look to pop his ultimate and run in. We're gonna keep our eyes on Matumbo Man throughout this. But in the meantime, it's just a lot of damage dealt to the tower and to the barracks, rather. Illidan walks forward. They pop the ultimate. Mind Control jumped in at the same time. They get the lift up onto one. That's on Miracle. He's out of this fight for the moment as they focus down the melee barracks, and DP ultimate on the back line. But Matumbo Man completed excellent. Can they blow him up? They are taking down the IO, and he is going to fall with the BKB out. They don't have nearly enough damage. They get the global. It comes far too late now with the silence onto both of them. They buy back an IO, try and jump into that one. Mind Control is going to fall. No more BKBs here. It's a lift up on a creep, actually. A little bit of a misclick there by Phobos, but nonetheless, they got what they came for.
Yeah, another buyback. IO buys back, just gives attack speed to the gyro. I love what Panda did. He goes in, doesn't even use clap, just blinks, splits, controls everyone. One with the boulder, the other one with the cyclone, and they just focus the Raxes. They know that Phantom Assassin has no buyback, so this favors them way more because they still have a tier 2 tower and they can play aggressively. Even if the gyro dies, it doesn't mean anything for them.
Yeah. Well, and the Spirit's damage has been very intense with that talent choice by the IO. I feel like Biver, kind of a cool one there from him. Like when the BKBs start running low, and to be honest, they just got him recently. It's down to 7 seconds for PA. DP has her still at 9 seconds. That's okay. But if that PA's BKB starts wearing down to 5 seconds, I don't think she can survive in these fights.
Oh, gem picked up by a Centaur. That means they want to get rid of the vision. They need to make something happen. Matumbo Man.
Well, they get the Nightmare again. Kuro running forward for this one. The call down is there. The turnaround. They find him. themselves an IO, but is this going to work? The stomp to follow it as well. Viper down low, but not low enough. They managed to kill him finally. The Crypt Swarm was enough. Another BKB charge used for the IO.
Yeah. You mean Gyro?
Gyro and the DP, both of them. Use BKB. FNG. A nice two-person stomp there, and there's no IO at this fight. They need to get the hell out of here. As they chase, Miracle down to half HP after that one at the start. Nowhere left to go. Illidan in trouble and going to die. They buy back. The global comes again, maybe a bit too late. Although G starting to run at these guys. Needs to get out of here as well. The stomp going to connect. They've got the gem. And just like that, a triple kill for Miracle, and they take down 4.
And that's going to be a Roche.
What in the hell?
This is not looking good for Team Spirit right now. Centaur bind control with 2-man stomps again.
He played out of his mind. It's a 4,700 gold swing.
So this is gonna be a cheese for that Prophet. They don't have Spirit Vessel. They only have Urn on IO, which means that I don't think they can blow up that Prophet. And now that they have a gem, this Lina Shadowblade doesn't feel that good.
Ah, it's true. It's significantly less effective. I mean, I guess the one part about it that's going to be nice later is maybe breaking mind control for his passive, but right now they got bigger problems. They've got a DP standing on their high ground, still half of Exorcism ready, and they're taking down this tier 3 tower. Liquid still have a tier 1 up. They're calling for tier 4s. I don't know about that one.
Now look. He's just standing in the range of tier 4 towers, getting the damage on the towers with return aura.
That's nice. G moving out is going to run into GH here possibly as he goes for the bounty runes, or he's just going to pressure out this other tower, it looks like. But as we said, still tier 1s remaining up in the top lane for Liquid. And Team Spirit, well, at times they've looked solid. They just go down now. 4,000 gold in the tank. Look at that swing. Again, taking the fights without IO. It doesn't work.
What does IO have? Ghost Scepter. So he needs a defensive item. Also has Shadow Amulet queued up, Glimmer Cape, just to keep him alive. So
Mind control.
I'm looking at the items. Gyro finished the MKB, so the accuracy against the Phantom Lance's blur is gonna work. Also Lina is going all in with the damage. Crystallis.
Oh, Liquid, are they walking up this hill? The jump forward, the clap, the BKB's already out. Now run away, get us out of here. We don't want to live in this world anymore. The global comes out after the fact. The BKB's still there, but they're taking down Miracle. Jump back in. G, let's Aegis down. Need to get the hell out of here before they reset. And G trying to run, seeing if he can escape. They've caught themselves one, and it's FNG who accepts his fate. But it's Aegis down.
Phantom Assassin lost the Aegis, but they gave her cheese. She wants to be that frontliner. Also, I love the build on Miracle. Eye of Scotty, just to tank up, get all the stats, slow down these speedy heroes, the Gyro, Lina.
Man, this is what you need. And in that last fight, it did look a little bit weird with the Viper control of the IO. Like, it looked as if you ran in a little bit too close to the PA and just got blown up there. Granted, it's tough against Stampede, but gotta keep your distance.
It's hard to position himself with an IO against these heroes, especially as you mentioned, Stampede. What are we looking at? Big item on GH. You have Heaven's Halberd, which is gonna mitigate a ton of the damage from Gyro if he pops it pre-BKB. Also, it's gonna make him useless during the BKB time.
Do we have any other big talents that are coming out either? Not seeing that much.
PA hit level 25, so 5% more. Coup de Grace or Cup de Grace.
I like that. It's some solid NA pronunciation there. He did also get level 20 on the Centaur, so an extra 20 strength. Not bad in the least bit. He's going to be going for an Ags next. So you talk about those initial, you know, jumps that we've been seeing from Team Spirit where things look good. Not going to be the case anymore with that Aghanims.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
My goodness. Well, 35 minutes into it, still only 7,000 net worth lead. BKB's down to 5 seconds. It feels like Team Spirit need to try and like bait out the BKBs first. And as far as Liquid goes, likewise, just like really force those initiations with a Centaur Stomp.
Oh, they're putting the Arcane Rune on top. They want to put that up on a DP. DP has enough to buy full Shiva's Guard. The reason why he decided to go for Shiva's Guard is they want to have the vision on the IO. Even if Silencer uses the global, Shiva's still gonna go through, give them the vision, see where the IO is just blowing up with the Phantom Assassin. Now that she has Basher, doesn't even have phase boots in the inventory. Keeping the cheese.
DP is not with the rest of their team, and they're going as 4 right now. They have Centaur as well if they want to use it. Global comes out immediately. DK Phobos to turn. They get to relocate away, which keeps them alive for the moment. Miracle chasing down FNG. They're running back out to try and get on top of these guys, but a lift up onto one, a kill onto Kuro. DP running in. They don't need the DP, although a stun. Miracle taking some damage. The BKB comes out though. Fiverr didn't have the tether there available. It broke, and so they end up losing the gyrocopter. He has buyback, and they have DP ulti.
He needs to use it.
They don't care about anything.
They're just gonna go. Phantom Assassin was the one who picked up the Arcane Rune, so he could use Dagger and Blink Strike more often. Panda Split is down for the next 60 seconds.
Yeah. This is a huge problem now. Again, no global silence for this fight. With the walk forward, a light strike grenade. Next onto one, the stomp to interrupt it all. Again, no BKBs here for a little while. Miracle has his off cooldown, 30 seconds, jump forward, the BKB is there. Now the Yule Scepter lift up. Can they take this fight? The stun is there after the Stampede, now taking a whole heck of a lot of damage. Runs away, but already Fiverr dead yet again. They can't afford to lose that IO like that. He buys back now. Can they make anything else happen here? G trying to lay into him. They're just doing no damage at all. Disarm, they turn it back around. Godlike Miracle takes down that Lina. She buys back into this as well. Have they weathered the storm? Can they find the kill here? Another catch, they've been able to find that kill. They take down the PA, and now Mind Control trying to do some jumps there in the forest, but he falls as well.
They're gonna pick up the gem, and they use how many? 1, 2,
I think just 2 buybacks.
3 buybacks.
Oh yeah,
it was Gyro, Lina, and Io.
Well, one interesting thing about this, Centaur did not have buyback himself because he invested fully into that Aghanim Scepter. I don't know if they can make anything of it. And obviously Team Spirit are expecting a buyback there, but they could try and pressure for these.
80 seconds for a PA, so they should just take tier 1 and tier 2 tower on the top. She has a buyback, but because she bought back in that fight 10 minutes ago, that's why such a long respawn time.
Yeah. Well, and it was 900 gold that, who did it go over to? G picked that one up. So what item is G working with now? He's almost at a Daedalus.
I think Lina's gonna need a life steal as well against the aura, just to keep her alive.
Well, I guess Panda does have bullets, which is something.
Okay, so that, yes, that's true. Sometimes I gotta say stupid things just so other people can look smart as well.
I appreciate it.
You gotta shear the smart looking duo, right?
God knows I need it. That's for sure.
What do you mean? You're always smart.
Oh, thank you, and I appreciate that. It looks like also Gyrocopter's about to have his Satanic, and not level 25 yet for Mind Control.
Oh, Silencer's GPM talent is kicking in. 120 on level 15, has Vitality Booster and Buckler, going for a Crimson Guard. Again, just to mitigate the damage from PA, from DPLT, yeah.
Invisibility.
So we talked about in the beginning of this game that the first game is stomp one way, the second game is stomp the other way, and this one feeling like it's actually a pretty solid game. And I still would definitely place the strength right now on Liquid, but things are getting scarier with this BKB starting to wear down lower. 6 seconds only on the DP now, with obviously 5 on Miracle.
They need to fight around the Roche pit. They can't allow that Prophet to pick up Refresher Shard, Cheese, and Aegis. I mean, DP is not gonna pick all of them up, but at least Refresher Shard.
Mind control up on the high ground. FNG scouting this all out. They do have Global Silence immediately to try and turn it, but the BKB is out, trying to take down FNG. He's already used Global, though. I don't know if that's the target that they need to focus down. The lift up onto one. Everybody backs out. Silencer buys back now. A dagger goes on to Illidan as well. The turn. They pop the ulti. G being isolated. He falls as well. No buyback on the Lina. But Illidan trying to do whatever damage he can, but he is also going to go down. 2 minutes on the sideline. And with that, Liquid will be able to secure at least Roche, if not more. Oh, and FOMO's looking like he's gone as well. The bash is out. Yeah, they are feeling so rough right now. Liquid doing a beautiful job of it.
Miracle killed Io with 1 dagger. Io was full HP and he just one-shot him. This 5% coup de grace is just insane. 20%. It means every 5th hit is gonna